What's up, everybody?
Are we live yet?
Good. This intro brought to you by the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney World. Visit the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney World for all your intro music needs.
Hey, everybody. The voices you're hearing in the
special.
background are the panel who's technically
Can I
not
say
even
something
here
special
yet.
real quick?
We're not here. Oh my God.
You already are, so go ahead.
Hi, Crystal. I miss you, honey. Okay, we can continue.
If we're not here, where the hell am I?
You're in the back. Behind me. You see this visage of my office here, my studio, my gun room. You're not. You're behind all this. You're back there behind those closets, waiting to come in. So, anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 202 on this fine Friday, the first one of 2023. It is January the 6th. The 6th. That's a weird voice I just come out with there, but anyway.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Welcome one and all. So anyway, let's take roll out there. Let's see who's out there. Guns and Barbecue is first in. Sam of Anarchy is right behind him, and then there is Mike. And then we see DJ Play Nice is out there. Rich White in here and out there. Crystal Persicity is out there. And then we have Mike White. Good evening, folks. Honcho Fett is out there. Gunsnob is out there and in here. Blitz is out there. Let's see. Chris from the 740 is out there. TMS
740
is
in the house.
TMS is in the audience. Defense Dad is out there. Let's see. And that is just about it. I see Justin Grimm just came in over on the YouTube side. There he is.
Real quick, DJ, nope, not me. I'm not the one typing.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's not me. Here's my hands. No typing. Besides, I have pretty much a touch keyboard down here. I don't.
That's me, and I'm just doing it to annoy DJ.
Cool. You're doing a good job. So anyway, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. What time is it, you might ask?
Is it giveaway time already? It's everybody's favorite.
Thank you for asking. It is time to meet our esteemed panel. Let's see what they're all esteemed about, shall we? So, the first one to my right on the screen is my co-host with the co-most. See what I did there? He is from North Central North Carolina. He is, of course, the light that brightens our day, the clarity that gives us vision. He is the voice of reason. He is the Man of Orange. We know him as Obnoxious One. Hey, Obi.
Yo. We actually call this not up west, North Carolina.
There you go. All right. Well, we are glad to have you here. I see Woods is out there in the audience, as is Weston Probst. And so Jacob S. is out there. They're starting to tumble in. All right, this next guy, another one of quote-unquote the Hens. He is my neighbor to the south. He is quite the guy. He is well known as the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. And
I'm known far and wide, folks, as the Gun Snob.
See, the man needs no introduction. He introduces himself.
You're darn right, buddy. I took it away from you.
Well, Snobby, we're glad to have you, as always. But let's go down a row, down to row number 2. And we're going to look at a guy who came to us all the way from the mountains of West Virginia. He is the host of This Week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media Channel, also Wrestling Unloaded, where they grapple with various topics of the day. See what I did there? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Rich White.
Hello.
Well, you're a talkative bunch, aren't you?
We got it all out of our systems during the intro.
That's probably true. All right, so we have a latecomer to the panel who comes to us from, some might say, the Keystone State. And the guy shoots animals with his guns and then cooks them afterwards, or at least you could infer that from his logo. So let's meet Guns and Barbecue.
Just be glad, folks, that I'm the one late and not your daughters. How's everybody doing?
God, what is wrong with you?
Well, this is only a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It's kicking it off so well. You're welcome.
What is going on? Defense Dad says, Snub, did you get an email from VersaCurry for shot?
Yep.
I guess you said yep.
Yep. I have to mute or I get in trouble because apparently my mic picks up my keyboard. I didn't realize it would.
You could always get one of those keyboards that doesn't go clicky-clacky.
I like my keyboard.
Clicky-clacky keyboards are better for video games.
You do you, Snub.
I don't play video games, but I like it for editing.
That too. I mean, to get a mechanical keyboard is much more reliable and precise than what a membrane keyboard is.
Yeah, 1985's calling Snub. They want their keyboard back. Sorry,
They probably also want my wired mouse back too, but
Oh, you have one of those too? Does yours have the ball or the laser now? Mine's got the
it
laser.
does not have a ball. I'm not like that. I want
one ball. Wow, poor mouse.
So
His mouse is a eunuch.
He's got the Lance Armstrong model.
Ooh.
A Hitler mouse.
Makes it more aerodynamic.
Wow. We went there already. I see Ghost Tactical is out there. It says, Rich, does the keyboard injure you? I understand where he's coming from there.
Oh, yeah, you can't play Wii hockey with a keyboard.
You probably can't. M. Gabriel's out there, by the way.
Got an emulator.
M. Gabriel says, oh, Gary's back. Shh. Hey, you can talk about me. Jacob S. says, wish I was feeling better. I'm down with headache, sore throat, sinuses, stuffed up, among other things. Well, don't give it to the people in the chat.
He's got the COVIDs or the flu.
Yeah, and he's out there, with all the viewers. He's going to get them all sick.
Uh-huh.
Don't anybody click on Jacob.
He's going to give everybody's computers a virus. I mean,
well, not mine because it's a Mac. Macs don't get viruses.
Yes, they do. And it's harder to get rid of them on a Mac if they do get one.
Let's see. Defense Dad says mechanical keyboards are trendy again. There's a cool wood grain one, but I refuse to spend $175 on a keyboard. That's a Taurus. Taurus is making keyboards now? Wow. Or maybe I read that wrong, perhaps.
I think he's trying to say he can buy a Taurus for that.
Yes, I know. I was trying to make a joke. You ruined it, Rich.
Well, you did that on your own.
Oh, man, that's going to be the next wave of smart gun where it's got like a little keyboard in the grip and you got to enter your password before you can use the gun.
On a mechanical keyboard.
I thought you were going to say it's smart guns or Tauruses. I mean, I don't know about that one.
Ozzy Osbourne is out there. He is barking already. All right. So, what's going on? Anybody got any new stuff to tell us about? Did you get married, get divorced, had a kid?
Well, I would just like to say thank you real quick, Gizzard, because I received, I believe it was 2 packages in the mail from you, I think like 2 weeks ago, and I missed a show 2 weeks ago to say, hey, thanks, got those, and obviously you didn't have one last week, and I could have just texted me like, hey, I got these, but I wanted to, be a little bit more formal and at least thank you on the show, so thank you for that. I assume the one is probably contents from the Gun Snob, so thank you as well, sir, for finally getting those contents off to Mr. Gizzards here.
Well, the problem is is I had that package somewhere in the other room, and I'd lost track a long time ago who it was and who it belonged to until Snob mentioned it. It's like, oh yeah, that's what that thing is.
And I have not opened either one just because I have an idea for a video. And I was like, I mean, technically I could open one of them, but I was like, you know what? Until I make the video, I'll just leave them both closed.
Hold on just a minute. I'm trying to send me an email here. For some reason, I couldn't find an email address.
Why don't you send send yourself an email?
So I could remember to do something later.
Oh.
Let's see. Crystal says TJ's keyboard clicks so loud I actually think he's posting a review. Huh.
Damn.
Ozzy says I'm at work. Come on, 10 o'clock. Mr. Knives is out there. Well, how about that?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. That's pretty good, wasn't it? That's my best impression.
That was.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, Tim S., let's not go there. Yeah, I mean, I received some news from YouTube yesterday that they had an issue with one of my videos from a year and a half ago, and they liked it so much they commended me. So we're going to have to be careful about what we discuss on the program, everybody. We can't spread disinformation, if you know what I mean. So we have to be very careful what we talk about here. So anyway, we're going to talk about guns today. I do believe if we can find any guns to talk about here, and I'll bet you I can. So let me find my article. Got a couple articles to look at here. And I'm going to put it on the screen so everybody can see. Then we'll have
We call those an article.
An AR. Hey, that's good.
Ooh.
Because that will be very applicable to what I'm about to show us here. This is a news story from Yahoo News. Some people might call it Yahoo News.
Bunch of yahoos.
It's actually from Reuters. It says the U.S. Appeals Court strikes down ban on bump stocks. And this was written just about 3 hours ago, and it says a U.S. Appeals Court on Friday struck down a Trump administration rule banning bump stocks, which are devices that allow people to rapidly fire multiple rounds from semi-automatic guns. In a 13-3 decision, the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans said that despite tremendous public pressure to impose a ban, it was up to the U.S. Congress rather than the president to take action. Circuit Judge Jennifer Walker Elrod also said for the majority that federal gun control laws did not unambiguously prohibit the devices or give fair warning that possession of a non-mechanical bump stock is a crime. One of the dissenting judges, Circuit Judge Stephen Higginson, wrote that the majority employed reasoning to legalize an instrument of mass murder. 3 other federal appeals courts have rejected challenges to the ban, and Friday's decision raises a prospect that the U.S. Supreme Court could eventually decide the issue. That court in October declined to hear appeals from 2 of the earlier decisions. A bump stock lets a gun stock which rests against the shoulder slide backward and forward, letting users take advantage of the gun's recoil to fire rapidly. Though gun restrictions are often championed by Democrats, Trump's Republican administration imposed the ban on bump stocks after a gunman used them in killing 58 people at an October 2017 country music concert in Las Vegas. The Biden administration also supports the ban, which took effect in 2019 and is enforced by the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. In December 2021, a 3-judge Fifth Circuit panel had upheld the ban and ruled against Michael Cargill, a Texas gun owner who opposed it. Friday's decision reversed that ruling. Most of the judges in the majority were appointed by Republican presidents, while the dissenting judges were appointed by Democratic presidents. The U.S. Department of Justice did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Cargill's lawyer did not immediately respond to a similar request. The case is Cargill versus Garland, 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, number 20-51016. All right. So, in a nutshell, we talked about a lot there, but at least for now anyway, the bump stock ban has been repealed. So what does that mean to us all? Let's discuss. Who wants to go first?
Well, it's technically not for everyone, though. It's only if you live in the Fifth Circuit right now, correct?
Is that
Correct.
the way that works?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So I would not
but
go fishing, as Tim said, I would not go fish your bump stock out of the lake just yet.
not yet. But it is a pretty big deal because, like they mentioned, the Supreme Court case that was just punted, a couple months ago, and that case was predicated on Chevron deference, and everybody says, "Oh well, the West Virginia versus EPA case should have taken care of that." West Virginia versus EPA didn't take care of enough with Chevron deference for that to make a difference with that bump stock case. Plus, there's a whole 40 chess thing, if you want to use that term, on why they chose to not hear that. But with this case, from what I understand, the Fifth Circuit said Chevron deference doesn't apply here because the ATF specifically waived Chevron deference. They said, no, we don't need Chevron deference to be able to do this. And the Fifth Circuit said, that's terrific because, you know, even if you're using Chevron deference, it wouldn't matter anyways because, what is it? Law of leniency or whatever the frick it's called, would have to apply here because the ATF was saying that the term machine gun was vague and ambiguous, so they could just rule with it as a, you know, saw fit. And the Fifth Circuit said, no, that's not the case. This is very cut and clear. And if anybody is going to change what that terms are under the GCA and NFA, it needs to be Congress. So when this makes it up to the Supreme Court, it's not going to be predicated on Chevron deference or anything like that. This is going to be, hey, this is very cut and clear. This is what a machine gun is. This does not meet the definition of a machine gun. And the government's going to have to try and fight it that way, which should be very interesting.
Anybody else want to jump in here? By the way, DJ Play Nice has just joined the panel. Good evening.
Good evening, Gary and panel.
And just to catch you up, we are talking about the news story that broke this afternoon about the bump stock ban repeal.
Oh, Fifth Circuit. Right on.
Yes.
Yeah, good news, eh? Good news.
So discussion as to how that affects everybody. So Snob says it only affects people in the Fifth Circuit.
At this time, it does.
At this time. So
But it's going to affect us all, I think, in the long run as far as the pistol braces go. I think that'll be, or at least I hope it's going to be an interesting thing on the pistol brace rule.
Yeah, the bump stocks themselves aren't the big deal. It's a principle of the whole thing. And if we can win this one, it has implications on so many other things. That's where it gets exciting.
But it's just a worthless piece of plastic. Why aren't we just giving them this one?
But at the same time,
nobody likes them anyway. Why are we fighting so hard for these? It's just a worthless piece of plastic.
You saw what happened after the last thing. The landslide broke loose.
I also forgot to mention the court also said the fact that the ATF had ruled these as being legal before and then just changed their mind would also go against an argument for Chevron deference. So that would shoot that down further if they try and claim it later, which I don't even think they can since they denied that in the lower courts in the first place. And with that, again, I know it's not leniency, but the the term that I'm trying to think of, it's supposed to go in favor of the people, not the government. And that was the final thing that they said was like the big deal, because the ATF once said these are illegal, and then they're just like, they're not legal now. That leniency would have to favor the people in the first place, which was another reason. So, I mean, they gave multiple points on why the ATF overstepped their grounds, but I don't know how, because I've heard people say it's going to affect, like the FRTs and pistol braces and redefinition of frame and receivers, and I can see how it might, but at the same time, all those things are going to have to fought on their own merits.
Mm-hmm. Well, way back in January of 2019, way back then, I predicted exactly what the bump stock ban was going to do, as we all knew. And that video got all of 166 views. But there's that. I was just answering OB's, why should we care about the plastic? I know it was a rhetorical question. But...
No, I actually want to know why we should care about a stupid piece of plastic.
Mm-hmm. I know you do. I'll explain it later.
Okay. If we give
it in this video, you go watch it.
If we give them bump stocks, we give them blocks next.
So I want to take the time to welcome Defense Dad to the panel.
No.
You're that guy.
I'm trying to be nice.
It's a dang Nebraska invasion.
Y'all gonna make me cry.
Hopefully.
So we had a question for DJ out there in the chat. Travis T wants to know, is DJ Play Nice's pick DB Cooper?
No, that's actually borrowed from the IRS Records logo. Good guess out there.
I thought it was like Dick Tracy or something like that. It kind of looked like Dick Tracy.
A man in a fedora with a skinny necktie, I mean, it could work with those sunglasses on. It's kind of a classic image. Just think 1940s.
That's Elwood.
Philip Marlowe. He's looking for the Maltese Falcon.
See, all the way around.
Okay.
So, like we were talking, I heard Barbecue say Chevron deference at least once after I came in, and it's like this. Only the Senate can define a firearm and define. It's like this. The bump stock question shouldn't be left to the ATF. It's not supposed to be providing any definitions whatsoever. Have we talked about the Senate and what role they might play? Because if it starts to roll towards that direction where it's just like, okay, Chevron deference, ATF, you're out. Does the Senate tag back in?
Oh, no, it's the Congress in the first place.
Congress, my bad. Flipped. Thank you for the correction, Barbecue.
Which then, I mean, that's why we've actually seen them try and pass bump stock bills in the wake of these things already. I mean, just last session before the election, they were putting forth bump stock bills. And people were like, why are you putting forth this bump stock bill if they're already illegal, And, people in the 2ASP were like, this should be a sign that...
Why are we here?
What was that, Gizzard? Sorry?
Oh, I lost my connection for a second, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're here.
Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody went quiet, and I'm like, well, either I'm down or everybody else is. One of the other.
Guns and Barbecue never went quiet.
Nope. I'm DJing the crap out of everybody right now. Although I'm staying PG somehow. Check that out. But I mean, I think it was June or July. There was I think Congresswoman from Nevada, if I remember correctly, who was trying to get a bump stock ban bill passed, and I don't even think it made it to the floor for a vote, let alone anything else. So, because again, at that point, you're talking about modifying the GCA and the NFA for them to do that. And I don't think we're in a political climate where that's going to be favorable for any parties at the end of the day.
So that's a no on the Congress, maybe being the step through measure for this. Good or ill?
They'll for sure try and roll it out just to pander to their base, but I don't think at the end of the day it's a real threat.
I could see it
Okay,
getting
'cause-
60. At most, I could see it potentially getting 60 in the Senate with some Republicans crossing over. I don't think it has a chance of passing in the House.
Right on. Well, I mean, one of my other concerns is the ban already was challenged in the 6th Circuit and in the 10th Circuit, and yeah, it survived that. And so, and the Federal Circuit Court.
Those cases were predicated on Chevron deference. And every time it makes it to the Supreme Court just punts it. They're like, nope, we're not hearing that.
Right. And so
this one's not being predicated on Chevron deference. For some reason, the ATF waived Chevron deference in this case. I'm not sure why they did that. I mean, their argument is that they don't even need Chevron deference because of the vague ambiguity. But the whole point of Chevron deference is because of a term being vague or ambiguous. That's why an alphabet agency would have the ability to just see fit how to determine what that term means without actually having to have an act of Congress. So again, why they would waive their Chevron deference stuff in this case, but then still say, well, because this is the reason why we have the ability to do it. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to me, but
if you've actually read the Hughes Amendment, it clearly defines what the law determines a machine gun to be, and it's not a bump stock.
Well, one interesting thing where other appellate courts have put it one way, the Fifth Circuit did it this way. That's what the Supreme Court is for. When the appellate courts rule in different ways on the same matter, that's one way to get stuff into the Supreme Court. More, a better chance of them taking up the case is because you have two circuit courts going against each other on the same.
That are in opposition. They're in opposition. It's not exactly. And see, the reason I was bringing up the Sixth and 10th Circuit challenges was because it occurs to me that right now it's at that deadlock situation you mentioned, but it would just take another challenge in another district court at this point, to like unbalance that. And I'm not sure that's exactly what Gary wanted to be talking about tonight. So maybe that's a little 2A for tonight. What else we got to talk about?
Well, we got some other topics to cover this evening. So I want to get into some firearm specific news. So let's take a look at this first article here, and then I believe we'll have some more coming. But this is the Rock Island Armory 5.0 ST, which features a patented RVS recoil system engineered to maximize barrel mass and linear movement for super soft recoil. It has a buttery smooth trigger for greater accuracy in rapid fire situations and a two-piece modular grip frame for flexibility and control. Rather interesting looking gun, if I might say so.
I haven't thought about
on
that.
the pricey side for a Rock Island, the MSRP is $998.88 on this bad boy. What was you going to say, Snob?
I said I hadn't thought about that. Blitz said it's a Rock Island Armory Hudson, and it does kind of look like that.
Kinda. I don't know if they did the same thing with the Spring. Anybody know anything more about this or have any questions or insight on it?
What's it chambered in?
9mm.
Oh, God.
17 plus 1, 9mm.
I won't lie, when you said 5.0. What was that, Snob? Sorry.
I was just answering him, Gabriel. I said I'm pretty sure it's metal framed.
Yeah, it looks it.
Let's
That
see.
explain part of that price then.
Based on the weight, I bet it is.
Nylon grip. Okay.
It has grip, so I'm sure it is.
Says it's about 2.5 pounds, so.
Yeah.
It said two-piece grip module on it, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if
At least that's what Gary said.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing like Cosint does and have a metal frame with a polymer grip.
Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing more about this. But now, Snob, you said you had some other stuff for us to look at?
Yeah, whenever you're ready. I just need a number between now 1 and 12. Somebody pick a number between 1 and 12.
13.
One of them.
7.
13. 13.
I heard
7.
Okay, on my screen, Gizzard.
I thought you said 1 plus 12. Son of a gun.
Let's go full screen so we can see here. Oh,
okay. This one it's already been talked about everywhere, but that's one of them that was in here.
The revolver revolution is here. No, it's not.
This one on the right is Revolution, right?
No, it's not.
I think it's really cool.
It's not that single stick.
No, it's not cool. It's 22 long rifle.
Say Snob.
No, it's not. It's
Say Snob.
No, it's also in 357. They also
they don't even make it in 22. It's 357.
Why do they got a bunch of 22 sitting there?
They don't.
Question.
One of the pictures had nothing but 22.
This one has 9mm. No, that
one lever on the side is that a safety or is that the lever to break it open?
I think that's a break open lever.
I don't know. I thought it was a safety. I think the break opens on the back.
When I thought it was a safety, 22s. And it makes me absolutely hate it because you're talking about a. Sorry, Gizzard, go ahead.
I was just going to say everything you see on this site or on this page that's all the information there is on the entire site.
See, if you look, these have primers over. That's 38s. They just look like smaller in the picture. They're bigger.
Yeah, if that's actually a safety, which I understand, if it's imported, it probably has to have a safety, all that fun jazz. But if it's not imported, then you're talking about a double action revolver with a bullpup trigger, because I mean it's going to have some sort of linkage, which is going to be complete dog crap no matter what. And then
it's got to push the cylinder forward to seal also. Don't forget that.
Yeah, and you're going to put a safety on it still. Like,
no, this is more of the question nobody asked than 22.
Well, I agree, but it's neat.
And I'm stupid when it comes to revolvers, but how do they keep it from hitting your hand on the gases?
Because it's sealed. It's sealed. See how you can see. I guess it doesn't have to push it forward like it actually is a sealed box around the cylinder. If you look
my guess is the gases are discharged at the bottom of the grip.
I think they're going out the barrel.
Where?
I mean, I guess they could go out the bottom of the grip, but that'd be dangerous for.
All there is a vent down the bottom of there.
Yeah, but why couldn't they just go out the barrel like any other gun?
Yeah.
I don't think that bottom.
I don't make the rules.
This is terrible.
You know, if it does,
this is terrible. Can we move on from this abomination?
I don't know why you think it's terrible.
I'm not even going to call it the atrocity because the atrocity is awesome. This is an abomination.
There is one thing about this that could be cool. That since they seal up the cylinder gap and everything, theoretically this could be suppressed.
Yeah,
it could.
Yeah.
I think it kind of falls into that category. It's so ugly, it's kind of cool.
No,
I think
it's cool from an engineering standpoint.
No, it's not.
I definitely. If I find one in the wild, I'm definitely picking it up. But it's not something I'm going to be dying to get.
It's like if they chambered it in super carry, it would make sense because it's the gun that nobody really asked for with the caliber that nobody wanted.
Well, 38 super carry exists because Mexicans can't have a caliber that the government has.
I get that, man.
Or not.
So 38 super ACP, is that what you're telling me?
No, shit. What the hell am I thinking?
All right, somebody pick another
number.
That?
What is that?
You're confusing
38
3.
3.
Super carry.
Wow.
3.
I can't hear Rich because everybody else is shouting 3. So.
Yeah, you're confusing. You're mixing 38 super and 30 super carry together. That's what it is.
That's what I was doing. Correct. So yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Bishop Farms and Ammunition are releasing a 338 Lapua sniper rifle.
Hello,
You're only showing this because you want them to give you one.
Yeah, 100%. They love me. They told me to come stay at their house. Mm-hmm. They haven't offered me a gun yet.
I think they wanted Stacy to stay at their house.
Yeah, probably.
That is gorgeous.
Very nice gun, and their stuff is excellent guns. Every time
they do make some good stuff.
I like that.
Yeah, chassis system, it's nice.
I'm so glad this didn't wait till GORN.
Okay. Ready for another number?
9.
5.
9. Let's see, that'd be 11, 10, 9. The Oracle Arms, 2311.
Ooh. One of two 2311s coming out this year.
Are these the ones that are going to get sued because they called it a 2311?
Probably. This
So what is
P320 mag?
What is the 2311 exactly?
Now you have my attention.
What is the definition of a 2311?
It's a 2011 that came out in 23.
Yeah.
That's all?
Oh, really? That's it?
And Staccato owns the trademark 2011. So.
Oh, okay. I got it now. Okay.
And somebody else owns the trademark for 2311.
Yeah, supposedly.
Now I get it.
But yeah, but this one is only available in 9mm in 5 different configurations. And I saw the price tag somewhere. I don't think it was on this site. I don't know. There's a bunch of different articles. I picked this one, but it was pretty pricey.
So when you want a 1911, but you want to carry twice as many rounds. Okay.
But
you want a big,
pretty good looking
gun that shoots a little wimpy caliber.
Fud gun.
Yeah, they're popular in competition shooting too.
But since we looked at that one, let's go look at this
number
one
10.
next.
The other 2311.
The other 2311. This one is much better because look, it is timbered in the correct caliber. 10
millimeter.
Well, it's closer. Yeah.
Okay, who's making this one?
This is the EAA.
EAA.
Oh.
And it has a price tag of $9.99.
Does this take Glock mags?
No. Takes their 2311 mags.
This doesn't have a stupid polymer frame on it, does it?
It 100%
polymer
does
grip
have
module.
a polymer
Well,
grip
yeah,
module, 'cause
that
that's what the 2011s have.
you know what I meant.
There's a metal frame with a polymer grip.
Dumb.
Pass.
Why would you all say that? I don't understand you.
Can I air rack this one?
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
I like my guns to be all metal and wood, preferably.
That's what she said.
You can't even see them. Why do you care?
Because I have to feel them. It's not about an aesthetic look. It's about
I love the smell of rich Corinthian plastic.
Okay, Toby. You get 15 rounds of 10mm with this.
Number 5.
15. I got 15 rounds of 10mm already.
Yeah.
It weighs 8 pounds, but I have it.
Let's see, do they have the weight on this one?
It weighs 8 pounds and it takes proprietary grip panels.
And
it needs an optic cut.
Yeah, this one has an optic cut. Okay, pick another number.
That got an 8-inch barrel on it, like that friggin' Rock Island.
I heard 5 a second ago. Have we done 5 yet?
5.
2.
I'm deaf and apparently Snob's blind.
69, dude.
Boom.
Savage.
Savage.
Savage is releasing 1911 this
Oh,
year.
look. Another 1911.
Son of a gun.
Nothing really special.
What caliber do they have it in? The correct one?
It doesn't look like
9mm?
it's optic cut.
Not optic cut. I'm sure it's not
It's
9mm like it
9mm? What the hell?
So like that Savage is releasing a 1911 though, seeing as the 1907 lost to the 1911 in military trials.
Well, let's be fair. It did take them over a century to do so.
It did. I mean, like they held out a very long time. Like, good for them, but they finally like, all right, we might as well we'll just join the party. But son of a gun!
Everybody forgot the barbecue.
Ooh, they actually have a stainless with a rail.
Anybody that would have been.
I'm more interested, but it's still not optic cut.
They need it. First off, it should only be in 45 and 10mm. Anything else is an abomination.
Agreed.
Why would you even say that? 9mm is clearly a better caliber for a target. I mean, it's not like you're using this thing for anything but fun target.
Fun stuff.
2 world wars.
Now we know why Stacy likes Jason Stewart so much. Snob's gay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I pick a gun in a correct caliber.
357.
Number 5. The TriStar lever action Model 94 410 shotgun. This one I am very interested in. Whoa, can't do that.
410?
What are you doing?
I'd be interested in that as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna see what porn.
Mainly because I just got, I don't know, probably at least 100, 150 rounds of 410 laying around right now.
I just love.
Where did you come up with
Model
that kind of
94.
money? Jesus.
What, the 410 ammo? I've had it for, I bet you, probably a decade.
I was going to say, you could be a rich man. Just
I know, I've thought about that, but I was like, as soon as I get rid of it, I'll find the 410 and be like, crap, I should never got rid of that.
You can barely even find 410 here.
If you sell that 410, you can almost have enough money to buy yourself a Bitcoin.
The high school trap teams are asking for help and donations and ammo this year for the trap season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 5 rounds of 410 and a Model 94. That's pretty cool.
So what you're saying is I should get rid of this 410 I got sitting here. That
No, because I'm going to need it
oh,
whenever I get this in. They have a 22 and a 24 inch.
Click add to cart.
No, I'm poor.
Oh, come on. You only live once.
All right, what's next?
Just put it on the credit card.
Well, I ran out of what numbers have
All right,
even
I'm
been
just
used.
going.
Pick one.
There we go.
Lifa. What is Lifa?
With a Challenger.
Never heard of.
I tried to steal this upper while we were in Florida and I got busted.
Is that a gator gun or?
I don't think it was that upper.
Well, it probably wasn't, but it was close.
Again, 9mm.
Well, yeah, because it's a PC carbine.
That takes.
Where'd you find this communist, Gizzard? Come on.
Guess I never heard of 10mm PC carbines.
The centimeter.
Well, they're probably going toward the competition crowd who shoots 9mm.
I want one of these.
Competition crowd.
One.
Another way of saying gay
I
bar.
already had one.
Wow.
I shall pet it and love it and call it George.
Name's taken.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What you think?
copyrighted.
Sure it is.
So many people out there just like slam their keyboards and stuff and like, screw that guns and barbecue.
I did that earlier.
I'm sure you did.
I want mine.
Okay.
I want mine in urban camo.
Mm-hmm. All right, now the gun I'm most excited about. Not really, but I'm pretty excited about.
There it is.
I thought it was going to be.
There it is. Yeet cannon.
So.
The Yeeter cannon.
Yeah.
What, the yeet cannon or is this a 10mm?
This is
This is
a
a
10mm. The Yeeter
Yes.
cannon.
So,
It's the Ute cannon.
yeah. High Point finally released their 10mm. How long until Altor comes out with one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
I ain't
pass on
holding
that
that
one.
damn thing.
I'm so excited about this thing. I've been wanting to get a High Point for years. I just never get around to it.
It shares megs with their carbine too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so awesome.
Oh, try harder to talk me out of it.
$225 MSRP.
I'm buying like 4 of them
Hell yeah.
for that price.
You gonna burn them all?
And the best part is they actually put a real rail on it and a threaded barrel this time.
Yes,
Finally,
they
got
did.
something somewhat right.
Oh, this
I mean,
really
it's
is a
still-
yeeter
it's
cannon.
Still a lot right.
So
Hold on,
they're not releasing.
It's
this.
still single stack.
Yeah, it's already
No,
released.
this is already.
It's already on its way. Yes.
Oh, so they
It's shipped.
did this before they released the Yeet
Yes.
cannon?
Yes.
It's not quite as ugly as
yes, it is.
I said not quite.
No, it's.
I didn't say it was pretty.
Uses Glock rear sights, so you could change out the sights.
I think the big problem with the yeet cannon was the fact that they announced it, and they almost went into Hudson territory where they're like, "Oh, hey, we're going to come out with this." People are like, "Oh, we're not going to buy the regular thing anymore then." And they're like, "Oh, well, we've got to sell those before we can actually release this, or else we're going to go bankrupt." Which I realized that Hudson had issues, but when they announced the second version to fix those issues, people were like, "Oh, we're not going to buy the first one then, because why the hell would we want to get the one that?" Oh, see, there it is. I finally said bad word. Sorry, Gizzard. Why would we want to get one that's messed up when we can just get one that's gonna hopefully work properly?
So what you're saying is it's taken them 4 years to bring the yeet cannon, and it's still not around here?
Well,
because
the other issue I heard because they made the yeet cannon double stack, they were having some reliability issues.
Oh,
now I don't know how much of that is true, but that is something that I heard, is they were having some issues with feeding and whatnot.
Oh, I could see that. I mean, double stack magazines that's a new technology.
Yeah,
it is.
I could see why you would. I could see why you would be having problems with 50-year-old technology.
So see, Surge is out there. He says the problem is that it's a high point. But it's a 10 millimeter, as Weston says. Devil Dog says that's an ugly handgun, but damn, I want one. Oh, now we got a cannon.
One of the notches won't beat down to the ground. At least here's one you won't beat down the ground and wipe about.
No, I'd like to have this one. I'm not going to pay $900 for it.
This is the
why you paid that for the. This one's $100 cheaper than the M&P you bought.
It's $50 cheaper than the M&P I bought.
Now, this one was made for barbecue. So.
Barbecue chicken or beef or what?
I don't know. The one that's on the panel, Gary.
Oh.
Why is this one made for me? Is it 44 mag?
No, it's all metal.
Oh, snap. All right. I'm definitely interested in a Janik now.
I would love to have all the metal striker-fired pistols.
Anybody know when Smith & Wesson's going to come out with an all-metal 10 millimeter in the 2.0?
It probably has to wait. They're probably waiting to see how the 9 millimeter does.
I'll tell you in about 2 weeks. How about that?
Yeah, give me a month and I'll be able to tell you too.
Oh, no, you won't. No, you'll lose the interview.
2 weeks, I can ask him.
Smith & Wesson's not going to be at the Great American Outdoor Show this year. I just remembered.
Well, yeah, they're like, Rich White's going to come, waste our time with this supposed interview, and be like, "Oh, I lost it on my cell phone."
Smith & Wesson wasn't doing interviews last year.
It was probably that tendonitis from your Wii hockey injury, and you just accidentally hit delete and didn't even realize it.
No.
Snob, that looks better in black.
Yeah, but honestly, Smith & Wesson and Taurus, neither Smith & Wesson nor Taurus were doing interviews at the Great American Outdoor Show. They didn't care if you
Is Beretta going to be there?
At the outdoor show?
Is Beretta going to be there?
Which one? The outdoor show? Not that I know of.
All right.
I'd have to look at the list. I haven't looked at the list lately.
Okay, what do we got now?
The POF Tombstone.
The POS Tombstone?
Why is OB down on every gun?
This is dumb.
How?
This is so dumb.
It's something different that doesn't exist until now.
Yeah.
Never existed. Why not make it?
Yeah. You know what else doesn't exist? My dick in a car door.
Jesus Christ.
On the bright side, at least me saying no isn't so bad now. Thanks, Obi.
Because it doesn't exist doesn't mean you want it to exist. Doesn't mean
I don't see a problem with it. I don't understand.
If it wasn't almost $2,000, I would like it more. But I think it's kind of a cool idea.
That's actually not the first tactical lever gun, by the way. There are others.
It's not the first tactical. It's the first box-fed 9mm lever gun.
Yeah.
Again, 9mm. What the frick?
Mm-hmm. With proprietary mags.
Is it only going to be 9mm, or are they going to have different calibers?
I don't know. They're using their mags. That fit
I don't care if they're using their mags. It's proprietary mags.
I understand, but why would you change what you're using if that's what you built your rifles around? Your POF. You're not some little rinky-dink company.
I don't know. Ruger makes their PC carbine so you can change it out to the Glock mags.
Mystic says it's not long enough, Obi.
It really isn't, but like I said, it's still not something you want to have in the world.
Yeah, real quick, DJ, I looked it up on their list. They do not have Beretta listed as being one of the exhibitors.
Gizzard, do you have a poll going?
I do not.
You want to make a poll on what's uglier, the High Point or this?
I'm definitely a High Point because this isn't terribly ugly. I just think this is terribly stupid.
This reminds me of a Model 99 Savage had a love child with a Model 760, and somehow the bottom fell out, and they're like, "We'll just stick a magazine in it."
Well, the neat thing about this, it's made for states, I would say, most likely, that can't have a PC carbine because of all the bullcrap rules.
And didn't I hear right? Like the stock is supposed to be an 870
It's an 870.
stock?
Yeah, it's an 870 stock.
So that'd be kind of cool if you put a wood stock on it.
What do you call this thing, Snob?
Tombstone?
Just Tombstone.
I mean, it's got a cool name.
You know why they called it that? Because that's going to be over the boxes of them.
Because it's dead on arrival.
Mm-hmm.
It's a freaking POF. It's going to sell.
I'm sorry, but if you want to be like, oh, people that can't have a PC carbine, couldn't you just make the PC carbine a lever action?
Oh, you can't have a PC carbine here. Take our $2,000 rifle with the shitty trigger and a proprietary magazine.
See, I think people would be a lot more interested if it was more around 1,000 or less. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of interested when I heard about this till I heard the price point.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. Oh, that looks good. No, not at that price.
So we got 15 votes.
I'd like one of the new Remingtons. I don't like it at a 50% premium over a Henry.
You mean the Marlin?
Yeah,
Ruger Marlin.
Marlin, yeah. I don't like it at a 50% premium over Henry. You're paying $1,000 for Henry or $1,500 for Ruger Marlin.
Well, while we're on lever actions, let's go over here.
So 76% of our audience so far says the High Point is uglier than the Tombstone.
There's your lever action AR-15.
Is it an AR-15 though?
I mean, that's what they're calling it.
I do want one of those.
It uses an AR upper, I believe.
The FUD in me hears about these things and I'm just like, oh my god, I gotta have one. Although the FUD in me, like, I want that last gun, but that thing was hideous.
This one has a little bit of price tag too.
It would have to. Everything has a little better price tag.
By the way, there in the audience, if you want to be part of the giveaway that's coming up here in a few minutes, use the hashtag FT202 coming up in about 5.
Now this is, I think, our last one, the DWX. And somebody said they're supposed to be releasing an optic cut version very shortly. I don't know if it's true or not. But this was actually what released in 2020. It just never came to see the light, and now it's finally coming out.
Yeah. It's the love child of a CZ75 out of 1911, and it takes P10F magazines.
I think they put an optic cut on this. I think this is a really, really cool gun.
Why? What does it do?
Just a cool gun.
Does it shoot out projectiles at the end when you pull on that trigger thingy?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Why is
What a
Obnoxious
novel
down
idea.
on every gun tonight?
I just don't understand. Okay, the Tombstone is
Beretta 92X.
the Tombstone is ugly.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
That's
is.
your opinion.
It's ugly, and it takes proprietary magazines. The Ute cannon is a high point. This I don't understand.
Okay, what the point of this one is, it's a competition gun. It's a CZ75 with a 1911 trigger.
Okay. Well, there you go.
What's the point of a 2311?
I don't understand what's the point of a 2311 either.
What's the point of a Beretta 92X?
You shut your dirty mouth.
I mean, you're bad mouthing this gun and you own a 92X Performance. How could you do that? Also not a pick cut.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. This is the one that's the CZ
The 92X Performance is freaking gorgeous. You just shut your
cross with a 1911.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. These are pretty cool. I remember playing with them 20 at SHOT Show.
Well, actually, I think there's
playing with it a lot.
A couple of things here. One, you get that CZ grip that people like, and you eliminate the grip safety that people just love to hate on.
Well, see, their barbecue answered my question. He didn't automatically.
You're welcome.
Put his bias on top of me and get defensive about it. I asked what was so special about. I asked what was special about this gun, and you jumped on me. Jumped on me saying I was down on everything. I asked what was special about this one, but you instead of choosing
you son of a bitch, I learned from Sarge.
Instead of choosing to educate me on what was special about this gun, you just assumed I was down on it because I was down on it. I mean, never mind this is Dan West.
Well, I wouldn't have, but you've been down on 12 other guns tonight. So
no, I've been down on the stupid one.
Been down on all of them but the Arrival.
What other one? Okay, bring a ball back up.
I've already closed out of most of them.
Well, that's your damn fault.
Uh-huh.
I was
down like on you were down on the TriStar. You were down on the.
I wasn't down on the TriStar. I said absolutely nothing about the. I said absolutely nothing about the TriStar.
And Sarge is out there trying to stir the pot.
I said I have a bunch of that. I said I have a bunch of 410 that I need to sell. That was the extent of my comment on the TriStar.
Somebody mouthed off about it. I thought it was you. My bad. Weston said we need to quit and save it for SHOT.
Bring up another one. Bring me another one that I was down on.
I don't remember. Oh, probably the lever action AR.
Oh yeah, that one's stupid too. Still better than the Tombstone.
I like the Tombstone. I really
at least the lever action AR, you could put in whatever upper you want on it.
Yeah, real caliber that wasn't favored by Nazis.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, come on. You told me I was down on every single one of them. Bring them up.
You were down on 50% of them there. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. The time of the night where if you don't want to get it slammed in the car door, you want to type hashtag FT202 out there in the chat, and Gizzard's going to give you something cool tonight. Tonight's giveaway brought to us by Aegis Gun Care. I'm guessing because that's what's on the screen.
That's right.
And also brought to us by Gizzard Gary and his wonderful arms at SHOT Show. They're short arms, but they will grab all the swag that's out there.
That's right. They're long enough to grab the swag.
Hey, Gizzard.
They work hard for you. And why does the scroll say hashtag FT198 in it? Good Lord.
It does?
Up. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, let's fix that. That would have
While
worked.
Gizzard's fixing that, I'm going to talk to you some more like this in this
day?
crazy, annoying voice and tell you to make sure you type FT202 out there in the chat. You can also head over to Facebook and type that. And if he's streaming on Twitch, you can type it there. I don't know if he is tonight or not, but I assume he probably is.
Yep. You should be your Baptist preacher man again so you blow out your mind.
Yeah, I'm a little over that.
And one of those really cool things that Gizzard could give away is the keys to the car door.
And they're going to win.
God, I need somebody to get my dick out of it.
They're going to win the basic gun cleaning kit from Aegis Gun Care.
Oh, the basic gun cleaning kit from Aegis Gun Care. What else are they going to win, Gizzard? Are they going to win some?
Oh, snap. Now I got to go enter with all my other accounts.
There's no time. Sorry.
We'll get car paint off a penis. Asking for a friend.
Magic eraser.
It's possible. Anything's possible. Well, let's go over some of the things you just might win. How about one of these? The Gizzard Gary channel sticker.
That's as big as your head.
Just dang near.
I've already had a little head. Devil Dog said use acetone. I would not do acetone. I would definitely do lacquer thinner.
Okay.
And then we have
and a Zippo.
The Fowl Territory thumbnail.
Your mileage may vary with that, but if you got crabs, it'll get rid of those too. Look, that's good for hiding your identity.
Mm-hmm. So when you're out fishing for your bump stock out of the lake, you can.
It'll be
like I said, you probably shouldn't be fishing just yet. You can take your boat out and mark it on your GPS, though. You're at that point.
I believe that is constructive intent.
Yeah, Night Strike is at the dump digging through the garbage for his.
That's not what he's looking for. He's looking for his brain.
He'll never find that.
Look at this gizzard. Look at him. He looks all upset. We're making the show entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
It's just time rolling by. It's all the same price to me. How about a sticker from Hyperfire?
Ooh, do they make triggers?
That's pronounced Hipperfire, which is the only thing that you can do to make that tombstone cool. Is Hipperfire it.
Yes, they do make triggers.
Hating on my tombstone.
All right.
Oh, I'll be hating on tombstone. I actually intend to dance on it.
Mm-hmm. Son of a bitch.
How about, we saw one of these earlier. How about a sticker from the good folks at Live Free Armory?
Ooh, snap. I know those folks.
For a few dollars, you can live at Live Free Armory, too.
Mm-hmm. I like those guys, but they need to figure out how to do round stickers and score the back of them so that you can actually get them.
That's true.
Get them off the back.
No, they didn't score the back, really.
No.
Where'd they get these from?
I have no idea.
Like Wish? Sticker.wish.com?
So let's go to a bigger sticker. How about 1791 gun leather?
I
think
love
they do
my
score the back of theirs.
1971 gun leather holster.
1971.
Wow, that one's bigger than his head.
It should be made out of leather.
And then another big sticker. Hold on to this. Don't drop it.
Those are definitely scored on the back.
Yes, it is. You can plainly see.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's made by a real sticker company. How about Franklin Armory?
Frankly, those are pretty good triggers.
Is that Thomas Jefferson on the side there?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
George
I'm
Washington.
sure it's not Ben Franklin. Okay, now this is one of Opie's favorite companies, Dipmus.
Mm-hmm. I got my Dipmus slammed in the car door earlier.
Yes, you did. As a matter of fact.
I know what I'm doing in Vegas.
Somebody get the jaws of life, please.
I'm going to grab it by the tip and pull it deeper in and slam it harder.
Wow, you're just going to raw dog the tip like that and just pull it in.
I'm sure Moo just grabbed that audio.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right, how about Palmetto State Armory?
How'd you get those? Those things are rare.
Yeah,
I know.
You can't get, not just everybody's gets those.
Not everybody is Gizzard Gary.
Well, I just got an alert
There's
on YouTube.
only one.
Obnoxious One released a modern hunting rifle. Just now.
Really?
Working your show. Yeah, I just got it.
I guess 11 hours later is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How about a sticker from Barnaul Performance Steel Case Ammunition?
You know, they have an interesting connection to something we were speaking of earlier.
They do?
High Point.
Yes, they do.
They make high points out of Barnaul casing, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Once you spin those casings, once they're spent casings, they just collect them at the range and melt them down and make a high point.
So how about a couple patches? Anybody up for a patch? How about two patches?
We don't need no stinking patches.
How about a patch from Palmetto State Armory, Houston?
You know what you do if your tar, goes flat?
What?
You put a patch on it. So you give them a patch, so if the tar goes flat, they can put a patch on it.
Okay.
What if their tire goes flat by a tower?
And I guess this giveaway is pretty much sponsored by Palmetto State Armory because they've got 2 patches and a sticker. So, hey, if you like PSA, today's your day.
Barbecue, did you enter?
Yeah, probably 18 million times.
Only 6. Come on.
I've seen at least 2.
I could do a 7.
Of his names and his goat. Don't forget.
That poor goat's a little sore, though.
The good folks here at Aegis Gun Care also says it on the hat right here. Are providing that basic gun cleaning kit too for the winter. So make sure. Make sure. I'm not even there yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm still doing my sales pitch. I'm doing my pitch here for Aegis Gun Care. Remember, Aegis cleans, Aegis protects. Check out the full line of Aegis products at Aegis Gun Care. That is AEGIS guncare.com. And tell them Gizzard Gary sent you. Now, I see a dog. Oh, no. It's a Doge.
In that dog's ear again?
No.
Don't slam that dog in the car door. That's all I got to say.
He's already got slammed by a car.
That's true. All right. So there's your giveaway. Are you ready?
Holy cow, 38 people entered and 30 of them are Guns and Barbecue.
38 people. Hit the button.
And I'm still going to lose.
I don't know. Do you want to hit the button?
I want to if you want to.
But you can hit 40.
I say hit it now.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even get my... This is such bullshit.
And the winner is Rich White.
I'm not even congratulating that sorry ass.
See? Told you.
Congratulations, Rich White. You're tonight's winner. Aegis Gun Cleaner.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Do not use the gun cleaner on your hockey elbow or wee hockey elbow. It is not Bengay.
Keep or pass, Rich?
No, but he has.
So I'm trying to figure out here.
He's going to see how much Aegis he has left.
Oh, I got plenty.
Oh, yeah, he's got that wee hockey elbow going on. He's probably not using much of it right now.
No, I got a bunch of that stuff already. I don't need any more of the Aegis.
A 2-hour show. A 2-hour show.
Yeah, I know it's a 2-hour show.
The time it started ticking off, and Rich was still making his mind up.
This is not yours.
And when it came time to say, what did you learn? He still hadn't.
Send it to Mr. Knives.
Send it to Mr. Knives. All of it?
Yep. Send him the whole kit and caboodle.
Wow.
Ooh, you can't say kit and caboodle anymore.
Yeah,
all right. And Mr. Knives, consider yourself.
Congratulations, Mr. Knives. You're tonight's winner, Aegis Cleaner dinner. Don't eat that. Or drink.
Your mileage may vary.
So, Mr. Knives, I know I have an address for you. If that is still current, then fine. Otherwise, send me a current address to winner, WINNER, at gizzardgary.com. He says, dude. What? Dude. Yeah, that's right. Dude. You're a winner,
and now,
dude.
And now, we want to say a big thank you to Aegis Gun Care for sponsoring tonight's giveaway.
Yay! You did.
Right.
Yay! They were actually invited, but they don't go. Let me put my wiener Aegis Cleaner emblem on the screen. So, same one, he says. All right, I will pass that on to Aegis, and we will get that stuff to you. Do not put that on your chocolates, by the way. It is probably not good for them or you. All right. Well, thanks, Rich. Congratulations, Mr. Knives. That's the end the end, I tell you, of the giveaway segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for your second favorite part of the show. Did I go too early? Do you want me to stop?
You go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for your second favorite part of the show. It's time for the part of the show everybody stays here for. It's time for Show Us Your Guns!
Guns, GORN, guns, guns, GORN, guns, 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 guns.
So, folks, get those emails sending right now. Make sure you include your channel name. Send it to GORN@GizzardGary.com. That's GORN at GizzardGary.com. Or you can head over to the Instagram and tag your photos with hashtag. Or no, we're not doing that anymore. You tag the Instagram account at GG Fowl Territory, and that will get him to see him.
That's right. Just tag the account. GG Fowl Territory. That's short for Gizzard Gary Fowl Territory, by the way.
Devil Dog, it's Bristol.
Because Fowl Territory was already taken, so I had to put something in front of it. So, what the heck? Anyway, GORN, you say? All right, so let's see. Do we
have a lot of GORN tonight?
Nope, don't have any. Sorry.
Ooh, sounds dirty.
Well, I got 3 guns this week, so I know you got 3.
I do have one here that came in the email. This is from 223 DMR, or Dimmer, or however you pronounce that.
Dummer?
I didn't say that. He says, "This is my work truck, and this is how I move boats."
That's a son of a bitch that almost ran me off the road the other day.
Damn it, he didn't succeed?
I think he stopped a little quick on that first one. He ended up on top of his truck. Yeah. All right. GORN is underway, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see. I think something... Okay, fair enough. I'll put this one on the screen. Uh-oh. This is from our friend Misha. And it says, the McRib is the deadbeat dad of the fast food world. It comes around once a year, and we're all supposed to act excited.
That's actually really good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
It's on point, too. And it's disappointing.
Text that to me.
It's disappointing when it does come around, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I've only ever had the McRib once. It was a couple of years ago. When I finally had it, I was like, "What is the big deal about this?"
It's terrible. It's like a school cafeteria barbecue sandwich.
I was just gonna say, everybody freaking goes nuts when they come around. That was like the worst day of the week at lunch in elementary school.
That would be like people getting excited about hospital food pizza. Like, ew, what? You out of your damn minds?
I don't know. Like, if you ever get to be in the hospital up in Erie at Hammett, that place actually has really good food.
When I was a kid and I had to stay in Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, their pizza was god-awful. Their burgers were good. Their steak subs were good. Their pizza was horrible.
So we have this from the Gun Snob. What have we got here?
Live Free Armory. That's what we have there.
Live Free Armory?
Uh-huh.
You mean
look at all that Live Free Armory.
These people, or these people, or these people?
And we also have Sergeant Slide because something got confused, and I got Sergeant Slide, so I'm even happier about that. Now I'm trying to decide if I'm actually going to forget it when I go to Vegas and just keep that one and leave him with the black one, or what?
You should Cerakote that one black for him.
I should. He'd die. He'd be so mad. That would be so awesome.
You don't have the stones to do it.
I thought you were supposed to Photoshop all the bands out of the photos.
Mm-hmm. Look at that rifle in the background. See how sexy that was?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Way better than Obnoxious's.
So Hillbilly tried to send me something that didn't attach to the email. Moo, no, I'm not. Nice try though.
Moo, text it to me. I want to see it anyways.
We can look at it in the off air, but I'm not going to put it on the screen. That's not suitable. That's not suitable for prime time, folks.
Please text it to me as well, Moo.
Although I'm pretty sure it's already been on the screen before once, but we're trying to be better. You know, we're trying to be better.
Quit licking me.
I'm not licking you. And furthermore,
well, if you get out of the car door, stop licking it.
Don't call me Shirley.
Good Lord. I have to go back how many weeks? All right. This could take a while. I haven't had a show in a while.
Look at that.
Obnoxious One sends this Great Ghost Precision.
I need to go up Jason and get a silver backup tactical barrel. That one's pretty good looking.
You should. With one of his 16,000 Krakens on here.
That's actually the same Kraken that's been on every pistol.
Oh, the other one's just a spare.
Yeah, I haven't put the other one on a pistol yet. So
the man of many Krakens.
Misha says, I've got one for the after chat because it's definitely not making prime time.
Yeah, it probably won't make it past our censors.
It doesn't mean we don't want to see it.
That's true.
Always can't put it on air.
Yeah, there's always an after chat.
Oh, look, I got something from Moo.
Put it on screen.
All right. Oh, Henry.
Oh, I feel like I was there for that. I feel like that's my dot.
It's totally not your dot.
That's pretty good, Moo. Here, you want to see it?
Okay, there's number 2. More to come, as they say. Now, did somebody say wheel gun? Did anybody say wheel gun?
Wheel gun.
Anybody here like wheel guns?
I like real guns.
Well, this is a real gun. It's real pretty, too. It's from Ruger. Look at them grips.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that Swamp Fox Sentinel on top of there. How awesome is that?
Old meets new.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't make that zinc revolver optic cut. OB would have been like, "Oh, this thing's the best thing ever."
Yeah, that one is another one. I'll give you that one. That was stupid.
Yes, Misha.
I'll give you that one. It's kind of stupid, but it's still neat.
Yes, in the current environment, we probably will wait till the after chat for that. Okay. All right. Onward and upward, as they say. So, I lost track of where I was. That's right. I was right here the entire time, wasn't I? Okay. So, how about this?
Nice.
Walther Q5 match.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had that one. You're griping about the price of the Canik, and you have that one.
Mm-hmm. What's your point?
And what is that? Never mind. I'm not even going to bring it up.
Well, in his defense, that's what the Canik's trying to be.
What aren't you going to bring up?
That thing.
What?
That blue trigger?
It speaks to itself.
The loophole? The Delta Point Pro?
No. No, the thing that's actually bigger than a Delta Point Pro. There's only one thing in this world bigger than a Delta Point Pro.
I'm actually going to go out and try and throw a mag up in the air and catch it in that.
I think you can.
You probably could.
Hook it to it with
I could pour oil in my truck with that.
Game.
And boy, that's the funnel out of my kitchen.
That's a big magwell. That's a really big magwell.
It's a little much.
It's probably perfectly designed.
Well, it'll probably do the job, but
I like it.
I like my women like I like my magwells.
Bush Light.
Great big and orange.
Yep.
All right, so let's go with some more real quick.
Now you're talking about my high school.
It's probably a bit much.
Orange. Oh, that thing's sexy.
Look at this.
It almost matches mine. Oh, I forgot I hate you. I got to remind you to tell you. That reminds me to tell you I hate you.
Oh, why? Oh. I don't know why.
Megan.
Why do you hate Megan?
I'm Uncle Wizard at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. In the jealousy department.
Got to move on. Move on from town to town. Yeah.
All right.
Look at it. He hated me for like 4 days for this too. You ever think that, you know what? Maybe Stacy isn't the hateful one in your relationship. I think it might be you.
I still kind of hate you a little over this because I don't want to mess with putting sights on and all that. Just to go shoot a couple rounds through Sarges, so I can still hate you.
You shut your dirty mouth, Weston.
Okay. So, one more yet.
I think I still have some of that Winchester forged ammo, that really dirty, terrible stuff.
Oh,
case stuff. I think I'll go run some of that through. The Pro Comp slide before I take it to Sarge.
There's a Boker.
Mm-hmm. You mean that Winchester ammo that was somehow worse than White Box?
Yes, that ammo.
I don't have that Boker. I need that.
Wait, there's something worse than White Box?
Buy the USA forged. It used to be cheap back in the day.
Yeah,
what are you chewing on?
Is that copper?
Mm-hmm. And yes, it is sitting on a top hat. Thank you very much.
I want to see you in that top hat in Vegas. You would be styling.
I would be sweating my ass off.
Yeah, you sweat when it's like 32 degrees outside and you're still sweating.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a leather top hat with ponchos?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And he does style.
Mm-hmm. From Voodoo Hatter.
What sling is that?
That's the Henry. No, it's not the Henry. Arlo. It's one. The same ones that do Brass Stacker, or you go to Brass Stacker, you can find it.
That's a pretty gun.
Something about Versacarry was doing some slings again, so maybe they'll actually do the sling with the mag holder like Dana said they were going to do again and never did do last year.
Well, they've got a couple new ones coming out, I believe.
Yeah, I think they did. I haven't looked to see what it was, but
okay.
A buddy of mine asked me what I was hunting with those. Seemed a bit much for squirrel. I told him if you hunt squirrel with 4570, you don't have to skin them.
Nope.
Follow me for more pro tips.
Yeah, and it's already ready for squirrel and ice. Already chopped up.
Yeah, it sounds like hunting squirrel with 7.62 by 39. There ain't no squirrel left to skin.
All right. Last but not least.
Only worse.
Look at it.
It's an LF 308 Hunter with the Zero Tech 1 to 6 on top of it.
I will say that Zero Tech is nice.
Yeah,
I'm very
I need to get out and get this zeroed and put some rounds through it to see if that scope is as good on the rifle as it seems to be.
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna zero mine and shoot it tomorrow.
Most of my other scopes have to be back probably up to where the focus ring is right over top of the charging handle. This one, where it's sitting, I still had.
Yeah, it has really good eye relief. It's got really clear glass.
Was it about a 4-inch eye relief then?
It's almost scout scope.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I got 4 scopes sitting around. I got more scopes than rifles right now.
I'm really impressed with the scope for the, it's in the $500 to a little under $500 price range, LPVO 1 to 6. And there's a lot of them in that price range, and this one is probably one of the better ones I've shot. Or I can't say I've shot because I haven't shot it, but I've, held up and looked through, so I'm hoping it shoots as good as that looks.
Okay, this is from 2 Live Moo. He says a Smith 340 M&P and a tri-tip steak.
That steak's overcooked.
Is that what he used to kill the cow?
It's going to take a lot of that to kill a cow.
Might shoot it in the head.
You may think that. I have shot a cow in the head with a snub-nosed pistol. It doesn't do the trick.
Was it 357 or 38?
Probably 38, but either way, it doesn't do the trick. A 357 won't either. Out of a snub nose. They're harder head than you think.
Shoot it in the eye.
22 rifle will do the trick. In the back of the head.
Okay, next we have this from Chicago Mike. He says, gun. Yes, it is.
It is.
He is 100%
Romeo and Juliet.
accurate.
That's a monitor, not a gun. Oh, wait a minute.
It looks like a SIG because it's got the goofy SIG handguard. As much as I like the SIGs,
is that what that handguard is?
I don't understand the handguard. Yeah, I don't understand the handguard because it gets really hot. I shot one before, and they get really hot back there because they don't dissipate the heat. They offer some SIG replacement handguards that are normal. I don't know why they did that on there. They're really nice rifles, though. I want one.
You should get one.
I'm poor.
You're not that poor.
I'm pretty poor.
Chicago Mike said that's a Sig Sauer M400 tread.
Those are nice rifles. Was that a Romeo and Juliet on it?
Romeo and Juliet.
Samson and Delilah. Sing along.
Baby, you can't bet a love they couldn't deny. All right, let's see. How do I get to
Sesame Street? Oh, never mind.
I'm sure you could tell us. All right.
You know the way to Capistrano?
I don't know much anything, to be God's honest truth.
About San Jose. You know the way to San Jose?
When's the last time we had a show?
I don't know.
Anybody remember?
I don't pay attention to your shows.
Well, I know you don't.
Well, I thought this was a brand new show.
It is. Let's see. The 23rd was the last time we did a show.
Yeah, it's been a year since we did a show.
Okay, so.
Okay, Sarge. Dad jokes.
Yeah, Dad.
It's more of a carrot top joke, actually. But, yeah. Makes it worse, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I can't stand Carrot Top ever since he held up that severed head of Donald Trump. And he's really let himself go.
Man, I saw him back in he came to our local college. Like, I thought he was, but that's back in the 90s, you know. I thought it was funny, and then he got all weird. Well, weirder, I guess.
Well, I was going to say, Carrot Top was pretty weird to begin with.
Yeah, but before he got, like, all the plastic surgery and got all political and crap, like, he was just funny. Came to our
He was great as a prop comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a great prop comic. I saw him back then, too, at a comedy club. And he was funny back then, for sure.
All right, so we're out here in the Instagrams looking at something from yours truly. This is the Wee Knives Elementum. Gun Snob might recognize this knife. Look familiar.
Yeah, and your little tiny weak hands, you can't even flip it open. I can flip that open easily.
Yeah, you can't now, can you?
No. But my wife can play on her Mini, so there's that.
Okay, so I think you saw this just a second ago. Well, here it is in the making.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. I don't think that's...
Burn the mother down.
Get over here, Bristol.
Fire.
I still never did find that shotgun shell last night.
You'll find it in the yard.
All right.
He actually did.
Now the Taurus G2S. Two-tone.
We got a buddy who still carries one of those daily.
Oh, my lands. I have breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
What?
Roll call bagged him a cottontail today. That is all.
Cool.
He got Thumper?
What was he doing hunting at the Playboy Mansion?
There's your knife.
Why wouldn't you hunt there?
What was her name?
Yeah, exactly.
Another Boker.
Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Vet edition. Some dickheads bought that for me.
I almost bought one of those.
Why would somebody do that?
2 years ago, Christmas, they had those on sale for like $25. It was crazy.
You can still get them. Not for
not at that price.
They're not that much, though. All right. So now we're looking at the SOG Bushcraft Fixed Blade Knife. Purchased from Midway, USA. And then Obi says, I present to you the World Burner.
It's all the people upset. Tactical guys hate it. The revolver guys hate it.
I like
Sometimes you just want to watch the world burn.
Some men can't be reasoned with.
They're not looking for fame or money.
It's like the handgun version of people
approval.
Complaining about optics.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
I got no problem with it.
Nope. Okay, now this is Chris from the 740 out filming with the Lake Point Outdoors MCK USA today. Look at that.
What's that white stuff? Is he doing a bunch of coke?
That's
where he goes
paint.
out shooting.
Yeah.
Well, seriously, what's that white stuff? Seems to be like a lot of it. That seems like a lot of coke.
It is. Things will go better with
Made
coke.
for a good night.
Coke, it's the real thing.
He had
All
watched
right.
Tropic Thunder the night before and got inspired by the Jack Black scene.
Now, the Ruger LCR X in 22 Magnum. Not to be confused with Magnum PI, who did not carry an LCRX.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I'd play the music, but I'd get a copyright strike.
Do it anyway. Screw them.
All right, now Obi opines in. Check out that magwell. Look at it now, boys and girls. It looks even bigger in real life.
It's freaking huge.
You can take the slide off of that and use it as a funnel to fill your goddamn salt and pepper shakers.
He's not wrong.
That's a big magwell. Like I said, I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic for what they designed it for, but man, that thing is huge.
For Helen Keller?
But there's a lot of guys running competitions that would love that magwell.
A little bit of buoy action. Or buoy. It's a knife.
David Bowie?
Well, that's the music that's playing. Yes. That is the Schrade Old Timer.
And his knife.
That's right. All right, now it's Obi's turn.
Yeah, look at that pro comp slide. Look at that. Look at that pro comp slide.
And now DM Foss with Every Second Matters. Look at that. A CHP gun in the freezer.
Now you have to change out all your ice.
Yep. Okay. There's my Every Second Matters post. And then we have Foss again with the 350 Legend Part 4. That thing just snapped together like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, Obi's turn again.
Oh, my turn again.
320.
I like that HB Industries mini comp. Actually does pretty good.
It's just all around classy.
Funny thing, I didn't realize I'd been muted. I've been talking this whole damn time and nobody's even... That's lovely. You know, if you take the Tandem Cross Game Changer comp and put on that gun, on that barrel, it doesn't run. I guess the Game Changer comp's a little much for it.
It's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's a rifle comp, but you know.
Okay, now the Gerber Paraframe. I did not get a lot of positive comments about this short for some reason. One or two, though. Not the most expensive knife in the world. But there's no rule that says they have to be expensive.
I have that knife.
A lot of people do.
I have that gun, and hopefully those grips pretty soon.
The Amp X Custom Urban Camo.
Why did it just go away?
Oh.
It went away?
It's back now. I don't know what happened.
When I shared mine, I presented instead of just sharing it.
Oh. Okay, and the Gun Snub with his LF 308 Hunter, which we saw earlier. Along with 16,000 other guns. It looks like a hooch can up here.
Yes. It came with the flag. The whiskey barrel flag.
And the Taurus PT 738 TCP. First
literally
pistol.
The worst gun Taurus ever made.
First pistol I ever owned. It's $199.
Is it worse than the Taurus Spectrum?
I don't know. I never had the Spectrum.
No.
Yeah, it probably is because the pin walks out of that one. And
No.
it locks up the gun.
No, this is 100% better than the Spectrum.
Time out. This was $200. Couldn't you get the G2C when it came out for like $180?
No, the Millennium was $299 or $229.
Yep, it was then. Yes,
out then. Yeah,
I know, but when the G2C came out,
huh?
When the G2C came out, wasn't it like super cheap?
No.
Yeah, this is well before the G2C.
I realize that. I was just saying.
Taurus went through a remake whenever the G2C came out, and they dropped their prices drastically.
Yeah,
because I had the PT 140 or whatever, the 40 caliber G2C, basically the Millennium, and I gave $3 something for it at that time.
Yeah, my G2C was $199 when I got it.
Okay. New rifle. Who this? Look at that. 1 day ago.
I like it. That's my 14-7 pin and welded.
Six.
Why didn't they just weld and pin it?
Because then that's constructive intent.
That's right. And now, Eugene Knives handcrafted Damascus knife.
Eugene. Seems like I know somebody with that name.
Like the good hook.
It's my dad's middle name. That's what it is.
It's my middle name, too.
Oh, that one. I mean, I wasn't going to just...
Gizzard, your dad?
Dox you.
You got a GED?
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
There seems to be a pattern here of a lot of LF308 hunters.
It does.
Let's do take vengeance on them.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. There. Now you had the music for it too.
All right. Now we went from big to little. Bond Arms Roughneck 357 mag.
The funny thing is, that and the LF308 almost weigh the same.
Probably almost cost the same.
That Derringer's got to be fun to shoot.
They're pretty heavy, though.
I think I've seen footage of him at the range with that.
Is that Foss's?
Yeah.
Right on.
And now, Snob. Look at this.
That looks familiar.
Doesn't it?
Mine has the proper sling on it.
Whatever. Got those cheap BCM rail covers on it.
They're nice.
At least getting the ergo ones. Put a Magpul sling on it.
And Chris from the 740 out filming today with the CAAMCK.
What happened to all that white stuff? He must have done all the coke before he started shooting.
He did.
Weston said, somehow I stumbled onto the LFA show.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your dirty mouth again, Weston. What's he got there?
It's from Weston right there.
New Year's Tommy gun.
Yeah.
Is that one your boys new lever action, Weston?
Can't believe he's got a Tommy gun on the table and doesn't have a drum mag in it. No, and of course that drum mag would need to be fully loaded with 45 ACP.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Gizzard didn't like that post, but you know.
I just saw it.
Those Tommy guns aren't heavy enough to begin with. That's why you got to fully load that drum mag with 45s.
He said the drum mag doesn't shoot well. The stick works better.
I've heard that, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is from 2 Live Moo. He says it's a Ute cannon.
You got 2 of them?
That's great.
Does he have 2 Utes?
What a great holster.
What's a Ute?
That's for pocket carry, right?
That's right.
That's not supposed to be what his daughter's supposed to get as a tattoo, is it?
Is that the outside waistband holster?
What's a pocket holster? Golly, don't you do your holsters?
Yeah, really.
Come on, man.
God.
Just for the really comfy jeans that already have the hole in the pocket for the barrel.
Yeah.
Or cargo pants. You can put it in the cargo pocket.
Hey, don't say that in front of Rob D. Those are BDUs.
This is from Hillbilly. Let me make sure the volume is turned down here. Oh, surprise! There's a gun in there.
What's he got, remote control on that thing?
Mine you can open with your phone if you download the app. I never have downloaded the app.
Yeah, he's got some sort of remote control on that.
Yeah.
It's probably a tactical traps one. It looks like a tactical traps one.
That's pretty cool.
I'm just curious if it's a real suppressor or if it's one of those fancy barrel shrouds that makes it look like a suppressor.
Whoop.
What are you doing?
I hit the wrong button. What? Oh. How it feels to ask questions on Facebook groups, according to Misha. That's accurate.
That is pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. I've done the math. That checks out.
I can't tell what's going on in that photo. What's going on there? Sorry.
It was a dude
Somebody
getting shot by a million arrows.
Yeah, somebody getting shot with a buttload of arrows. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought for sure it was going to be a guy with his dick stuck in a door.
Yeah, that's basically the same thing.
He would probably be in a better situation.
Obi, are you wanting to share this screen here?
Sure. Let's see. So the live
It's not
free
copyrighted music.
Huh?
It's not copyrighted music.
No, it's not. Fine. No, play the music. Play that funky music, white boy. How flat that thing is.
It's cool how you speed up and slow down like that.
Because I'm awesome. That was it. Look at that. Oh, look, what?
What is all that meat up there? What is Gary watching?
With that music, did anybody else get like the feel of like a cheesy 1980s cop movie where some nefarious crap's about to happen and you're going to find like a dead body and then it breaks into the main characters?
I got the feel of royalty-free music.
That's exactly what it was.
I don't know. It kind of had a riff
nailed it.
See, look at that.
Kind of had a riff like a Metallica song.
Deer processing.
Yeah, that too.
We get Saving Abel down here. I have no idea why. Probably because I hang out with Snob. I get George Strait stuff.
What's wrong with George Strait?
That's the king there, bud.
Gun Shorts up there. I don't think I've ever watched any of his videos. I just don't know why he's...
Yeah, Defense Dad, I agree with you, though. They kind of sound like Metallica, like one of the instrumentals that they would do back in the 80s.
Misha said it sounded like Unsolved Mysteries.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit. I can hear that. Yeah.
A little bit. But while it is still Friday night, I want to get in a little bit of a little bit of a plug for
it's an hour and 3 minutes.
GearWebsites.com.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
And don't forget, immediately following this show is the weekly 2A wrap-up on the Gun Websites channel, or at least usually it is. I presume he's got something scheduled. But anyway,
There'll
yes.
probably be a weekly SHOT Show wrap-up, or a weekly pre-shot tonight.
Possible. It's possible. So it is Friday, so don't forget to go buy cool stuff at GearWebsites.com.
That's GearWebsites.com for all your cool stuff needs.
Yes,
It's almost not Friday, though.
It's almost not
it's
Friday.
still an hour and 2 minutes.
Unless you're on the West Coast, then you still got plenty of time. You've got plenty of time.
So a serious question. Did the proliferation of cameras just kill Unsolved Mysteries? I feel like if it wasn't for that, we'd still have that awesome show.
I don't know. Nobody still caught Bigfoot on camera, so.
Yeah, that's true. No, several people have caught him. They just use,
Polaroids
cams or something.
So Misha just sent this and says, my soon-to-be new pet.
Okay.
I'll stick with my dog.
Don't lick it.
Well, it looks nice and shiny on the back there. It looks like it's made for licking.
I told you.
Okay, go ahead, lick it.
That's Josh's frogs.
Interesting. Let's put it that way.
Oh, look, Triggerfish and Agorizer decided to show up at the end of the show. Nice to be able to join us.
Must have been something else.
I've got fish, so I'm not going to say anything about somebody's frogs.
That's right.
I mean, I've got several ponds. I probably have some fish, too.
Okay, I've got bass in my pond.
I don't feed them.
Okay, real quick like. R&L Displays creates beautifully handcrafted wooden firearm display kits that give you endless options to display your firearms in different ways. With an interchangeable magazine design, you can effortlessly go from a wall mount firearm display to a desk or table stand. Also now available are pistol display stands. All products are handcrafted in New York, USA. So remember, visit rndldisplays.com.
Will those R&L displays take a licking?
Yeah,
and keep on ticking.
That reminds me, I should check my mail.
Yeah, you don't want to lick those R&L displays. I mean, they're
You
not
know,
made for licking.
I may go in a minute and have me some chicken, and it'll probably be finger looking good.
Could be. It could be, but before you do that, let's go ahead and do our last segment. This is the very last thing we do in every show. This is called What Did You Learn? And we go through each of our panelists. We ask them, what did you learn tonight? And then they tell us what they have coming up in the next week or so. So we haven't done this for a while. Let's go backwards. Defense Dad, what did you learn?
I learned OB likes to stick things that shouldn't be in car doors.
I did not like it at all.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know where you got that. It was not in the least bit pleasurable.
And what do you have coming up, sir?
I need to finish up a video from an ammo company I went to visit a couple months ago, but that's about it. I've been on vacation this week, so I got to get back doing stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us this evening.
Yep. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
Guns and barbecue. What did you learn?
I learned that when dicks get slammed in car doors, Snob's going to grab him by the head and pull him in more.
That's also possibly true. All right, what do you have coming up?
Actually, I dropped a video today. It might have been a little clickbaity. I might have claimed to have possibly lost a thumb during the video, and I may or may not.
Turns out he lost his wiener.
Yeah,
Car door.
Car door.
it was
No, it was at
tragic.
Microsoft.
They say it's actually Jaws of Life. But yeah, so I dropped that video today. I've still got other videos to make, including video with the package that you had sent me in the mail the other day. So yeah, I was trying to avoid saying package. Like,
you
no,
want to make a video?
I should have said parcel is what I should have said, parcel. But so yeah, I've got plenty of stuff to make videos on. I just need to actually do it, and just a live show. So as always, thank you, Gizzard.
You bet. Thanks for being here. Rich, what did you learn?
I learned from reading the text chat out there on the YouTube side that apparently Pat Hirsch thinks I'm a gentleman. Where he got that impression, I do not know.
Okay.
Oh, Pat's probably been drinking.
That's a possibility.
Rich White is the human analog of a dick shut in a car door.
So what do you have coming up, Rich?
Let's see. Tomorrow night we should have the return of the wrestling show over on the Wrestling Unloaded channel. That'll be at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday we'll have This Week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel, and that'll be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I know I've been saying this for a while, but I do have ideas for videos. I just haven't gotten off my ass to do them. But you might find a video some point in time, somewhere in the future.
Well, I might watch it. How about that?
No, we won't. It'll just mysteriously be erased.
I said might.
Yeah, I did a short on Christmas lights in the neighborhood and got a whole 16 views on it. So
I tried viewing it, but I couldn't see any of it, dick.
yeah.
In a car door.
Have you tried not being blind?
Yeah, that would help.
I've tried like heck. It just doesn't seem to work.
They don't have cybernetic eyes they can give you to fix that.
So at least people could put some music to the light so I can try and imagine what they're like.
Normally the house does play music when it's got their light display going on. For some reason, when I went out there to film, they weren't playing music with it, which was
You could have sang.
disappointing.
I like the one that does the pizza delivery and the 911 call.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks, Rich. Gun Snob, what'd you learn?
Well, I'm now furious with Weston. That's one thing I learned. Because I learned Obnoxious hates every new gun out there except for one. But I can't say that because Weston had to put it out there. So.
And it's a dirty lie.
And I learned that I somehow missed sending you one of my GORNs. I don't know how. I guess I didn't tag you on Instagram in it. I thought I did.
Which Live Free Armory gun did you not send him GORN?
No, it wasn't a Live Free Armory. This one actually wasn't. I sent it in the text chat, so he should share it real quick so we can look at it quickly. Because I totally screwed up and missed that one somehow.
Sure, we can go another hour. I don't.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. Not even that long. And we can just skip Obnoxious is what you learned for this.
Do you run this show or do I?
I used to have some control over running it, but you took that away from me. I didn't even take the time to do any editing or anything. I just sent you the raw photos. So.
Why wouldn't you send that to him during the show?
I don't know. Because I didn't think, I thought the short was at least on, or the reel was tagged him, but it wasn't. Look at that. Look at that. The high power with an optic and a rail. And an extended beaver tail. That is a very nice high power.
It's very nice high power. What kind of power has this golf course got? It's high.
In 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for sharing that at the last minute, Gizzard. I do appreciate that. It means
what have you got coming up?
I've got to get some stuff done before shot. Like it has to happen. So
like pack.
There will be like 2 or 3 videos this week. I can promise you.
All right. Well, thanks for being here. Last but not least, Obnoxious One, what is it that you learned?
I've learned that Snob is a bitter old man.
You just now learned that.
I'm going to bitter it right off.
Bitter old man.
And that he is surprisingly fixated on my junk.
Alrighty.
I'm going to take it home with me in my suitcase.
In your carry-on?
No.
He's only fixated on it when you have it shut in a car door and you can't get away.
So what have you got coming up, Obi?
Stuff and things.
stuff.
It ain't gonna be that because it's stuck in the car door.
Mm-hmm. I got a bunch of videos to get edited, and I don't think I'm going to release like all of them this week, though.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And as for me, what did I learn? Well, nothing. But that's not really surprising. A few channel notes. Next week, we may or may not have a Fowl Territory. I know next weekend we got some stuff going on Saturday, and I don't know how late I want to be up on Friday, seeing as I have to be in an airport on Saturday. So we'll see. We may do this a day early, and we may do it a little bit earlier in the evening. I'm not sure. Keep an eye on the channel. We'll probably have a show sometime next Friday. Also, if you don't subscribe to my channel, or if you just didn't see my post in my community tab, I have made the decision to discontinue doing the early bird chat on Sundays. So apologies to anybody who goes out and doesn't see that this Sunday. Hopefully somebody will pick up and do some programming in that time slot. It's been a good long run of 162 episodes on that. Enjoyed doing it, but it's time to move on. So anyway, one more week, and then those of us who are going will be going to Las Vegas to SHOT Show. So it's coming up really quick. So anyway, we'll try to get one more show in between now and then, though. So I would like to say thank you for everybody who watched today on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for sending in the GORN, and thanks for the comments out there in the text chat. And as always, a special thanks to all my supporters on my YouTube channel members for their support of the channel. So we will see you next week, and I would like to remind everybody that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, what do you do? What do we do, boys? We give them the bird.
We shake their hand and tell them they're a great person. And
we give them the bird.
We do the elbow touch. Back.
All right, so here in about 15 seconds, we'll roll the end credits. Get them in, boys.
Bye-bye.
That's Calf Rope.
See you on the range.
Shall not be infringed.
No people in code box.
2, 1, bye.